So, recommendation out for all those viewers: go on YouTube and type in Baby Shark. You will not be disappointed.
All right, now that that's out of the way,
that is out of the way now.
We'd also like to acknowledge that our roommate is listening to Dexter Season 2 outside, so if you happen to hear Dexter Season 2 spoilers, we're sorry.
It's all your fault, because we've given you the warning now.
Yeah. So if you're on Dexter Season 1 still, you might want to start catching up on that.
At this moment.
Maybe.
Pause it right here and come back, and we'll be back. Yeah.
So another thing we wanted to talk about was this might be a shorter episode because we don't have too many ideas.
Pequeño shorter. I actually have like 9 ideas. That's a lie.
Oh, do you?
No.
Well, you get started with something.
Okay.
Get us started.
So it's a little underdeveloped, so maybe me and you could kind of talk through this a smidgen.
That's just got to be our tagline for everything, where it's like, it's not really thought out.
It's a thing. I mean, it is a thing. It is not a thing, if that's what we're going to say here.
Okay.
So
what is this thing?
So it starts off, you and I in a conversation, and it's going to take a little bit of time. This is a long con one again. I have to have a pretty substantial growth of facial hair for this to begin.
Okay.
So we're talking, doing our thing, and it pans to you, and then you like have a weird look on your face. And then a small amount of my facial hair has changed within that pan. And it progressively just changes throughout our conversation.
Oh,
and you're
God.
just like, Evan, what? Something happened with your face. Oh yeah, I've been trying some new things. And like I go to like Wolverine mutton chops to a dirty just Officer Walker mustache, and it has to manipulate itself. So we have to plan out the time scale, because it's going to be trimmed down all the way to 0, and then so it's going to take some sincere planning.
What we could, I think the move is to go even back, like start with a full untamed huge beard.
Yes.
But we don't start the video there. We start with like a neat like trimmed beard.
Yes.
So then after we get to just the mustache, you go back to like even bigger beard than before. And we can play with it that way.
So I think how we're going to do this, we write out an entire script for it. We run through the script with every single beard variant, so we could pick and choose how we want it.
Yeah.
So then we're like, oh, okay, this is how we're going to start it. Super clean, like nothing on their baby face. 5 o'clock shadow. Okay, grizzly beard. Okay, back to 5 o'clock shadow. And it has to go back and forth between all of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the idea in its entirety, or if I want that within a video, but I really thought that I giggled inside thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, like, it might be that you're taking pills or supplements or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just not convinced. And then it just starts happening.
I eat a supplement and it just automatically, it's like, hey, dude, try this beard stuff out. It's like, I don't trust that stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe we're like sitting on the couch chilling and you pop like 8 capsules in your mouth. I'm like, what? You just got those pills today? Like, isn't it? You have to like let it grow over like a month.
No,
you're like,
obviously,
well, you could if you're a puss or whatever.
But it's go hard to go home. Just do them all at once.
Yeah, she's like, I want fast results. It doesn't work like that. And then full beard or whatever.
And then I eat all of them, and it's like, oh yeah. And then you like go back to you, yeah. And then you're like, holy shit. And then
Maybe the end is like I like you get a phone call or something, you walk away and I eat it all, and then I just end up with a shit ton of armpit hair or something. Like chest hair coming out of like nothing else, just nasty armpit hair or something.
I also have an idea that I kind of want to do within this as well. So sporadically throughout our conversation, when it's going on, my beard's changing, it goes all absorbs into nothing, and Catherine puts a legit bald cap on me too, so I look super bald and baby faced. It's like, Evan, I think something bad happened. And then it's like, what do you mean? And then it goes back out and my hair's all back and my beard's like super grizzly again.
Like, hey Paul, when did you get here? You're like start blacking out like
it's like, Evan, let me see those bottles of pills. Oh yeah, there's some side effects: blocking out, sporadic hair growth and loss, and growth again.
Inability to read, Evan.
Read.
Rad? Yes.
Rad. Yeah, rad. Rad.
Temporarily gayness? That's a pro.
That's pro. I mean, you look pretty hot, Paul. Your butt been looking good, dude.
My hairy butt now because I ate 4 pills.
Ooh.
Hairy butt.
Hairy butt.
For your hairy butt needs.
So that is one of my ideas that I kind of thought would be funny.
What is a working title for that? A hairy situation. Just
I kind of love that. I'm writing that down right now.
okay. I'm gonna jump in on one of my lesser developed ones because that's who we are.
Okay.
And it's you've seen those ASMR videos, right? Online.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the background would be, but it's Evan ASMR.
Oh God.
And it starts off with Evan, and he just says, "Hi, welcome to Evan ASMR." And he just does stupid like ASMR shit. But like most of the appeal of ASMR is like, well, girls tend to do it, and it's just if girls' voices are better for it or whatever. Yeah. But like Evan's like dream is to become this like ASMR artist. I just made that up right now. Yeah, ASMR artist. Yes. And it starts with like that like tappy fingering things, and then he's like do this, Evan, but into the mic. Yeah, like beard stuff, like where it's kind of like Evan's beard, because he's a man, he can do it. So he can provide this ASMR that no one else has, access to, rubbing his beard on the mic like he is, just doing crazy stuff. And then he moves into the session where he says like, "All right, close your eyes. This is the part where you let sounds overtake and consume you. Close your eyes and just let it happen." And noises continue to happen, but the video is like Evan like scratching his butt like right into the mic, like weird gross shit, like he's picking his nose, like yeah, just whatever stupid stuff we could think of that can make a sound, and just have it. If we can make it sound interesting and have it be the stupidest things that Evan's doing, like he's, I don't know, like rubbing a what do I have written down here? I should read this. All I had was scratching butt and picking nose. That's all I had. But then I said like another note on this idea was just like consider subliminal messaging, where just every once in a while, like every like 30 seconds or so, he would be like, "Remember, the earth is flat." AIDS is voluntary. Like stupid
There's
shit.
An
like
ice wall that's keeping us from falling off the earth.
Yes. We gotta find...
Babies actually come from storks, and storks are actually aliens.
I love it. So like I don't know how it ends, but I just love that idea of just Evan being this super serious ASMR person that just I feel like we can have a lot of fun with that, and it's a really simple like fun video.
I think that's it. I think we just need to make it super awkward and weird throughout the entire thing, and then just abruptly ends and it's like, that's all for today, guys. Next time,
join me next year for
when I'm braiding my armpits.
His upload schedule is every year because it takes so much thought to make his fucking videos.
I appreciate you guys for listening.
Or you should have like at the end, he's like, if you can support me on my Patreon, because it takes a lot of effort to produce these videos for you guys, and if I'm going to be producing videos, every year like I've been, I need some substantial help,
sustaining my lifestyle.
Yeah, financially, yeah.
And eventually I could buy pants, and I step up and I walk away and I have no pants on.
And then the back of your room, it like falls because it was just a picture of a room, and you're in like
a cardboard box.
Yeah. Something.
Oh my God. I love it.
And I said, just look up ASMR videos if you don't know what we're talking about.
We'll link one in the description, maybe. No, it's not going to happen.
I'm not.
You could
Evan might.
It. I won't.
He won't.
I definitely will not.
Yeah. So, all right. I mean, that was my kind of underdeveloped one.
I honestly really like it, and I think it's pretty funny. So I'm kind of happy with that. So I have 2-ish ideas. So one of them, it might take some work and some planning.
Fuck it. We're not doing it.
So, You know how one of the things me, you, my lady, your lady all like to go do is eat boba teas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're not
boba.
going to speak more on the other things.
We like balls in our mouth and not
Balls.
balls in our mouths.
Balls.
Oh,
Black
I
balls.
said too much.
Yes. No gobies. We don't like the exploding balls.
Well, some of us don't.
Some of us being all of us. No one should like gobies. Okay. But anyways, so we get us a drink, and then I look into your eyes, and then you look back, and we just have this moment, and both Catherine and Sahar just like, oh God, not again. And then I just slowly take my straw from my cup, and then you do the same, and we dive over like the hood of the car, and I dive over the other hood of the car, and we just start unloading boba balls at each other, and it has become the most epic boba fight ever. Like, we're gonna need to go to Boba Tea and buy 4 or 5 of these big boba, just balls of boba.
Bobas.
And we just have to do the most like John Wick style boba fight there could possibly be.
Fuck yeah.
And then Catherine and Sahar just sitting there watching. It's like, you want to like leave them? I don't think this can go on for a while. And it's just like 3 hours later, we're both like dead. We just have like bobas everywhere.
Boba stuck like paint, like at the end of a paintball fight, you're all paintballed. You'd be just boba stuck everywhere.
And we're just like crawling towards each other. It's like, poof, and like hits each other square in the forehead, and that's it. And we like dead from boba.
We could, I think the way to do this is like to super play up the traditional like Western gunfight or John Wick gunfight, like you said.
Yes.
And we can do like we got to have like, I think it should start like 16:9 video, and then the colors like fade and get more like epic, and then the letterbox like crawls in, and it becomes like more cinematic, and then like the movie music comes on, and then we have like just really high altered sounds for the shot. So instead of like it's like it's just like
gunfire.
It's like a movie like if
I want
a movie
it to be
were to
extremely cinematic in the entire fight scene between you and I with this boba.
And then for that time we cut out that juxtaposition makes it work really well, because it's super epic and there's music going on and screaming and explosions in the background.
Exactly.
And then we cut to the interior of Kat and Sahar sitting at a table, like slurping their empty boba because it's been there for like hours. Like we've been at this forever. And the music stops and we're outside like rolling, tumbling in the grass or something, like yelling at each other, like throwing stuff. So it's like
grab a pine cone.
Yeah, like we're like tossing and turning like somersaults.
It's extremely
in the
underwhelming
yard.
what's actually happening.
Yeah, and we're just like screaming, and then it's just like 2-second cutaway where they're just waiting and just dealing with us being us, and then it goes back and we're all cinematic and we're like, Captain, we got a boat.
It's like this epic war scene happening there. It's between you and I. And then so that was the sorry.
Oh my God.
Some people's kids. Jeez. Interrupting our session here.
God. Is that about your work thing though? Like with picking up that stuff?
No, that'll probably be okay.
Drug deals?
They'll probably be all right.
So yeah, I also think we can play more on those like Western tropes of like start with those eye shots, like like sizing each other up, and then
that's
like
kind of what I
fingers.
really want. Like legitimately, like think of the good, the bad, the ugly type of
the good, the bad, and the goby.
No, we don't like gobies here either.
And then if we like, I just want one moment where we both dive out of cover and we end up being like really close to each other and we're looking at each other face to face, and it's one of those like standoff moments where the gun's like to each other's heads, and then they both go and they're empty, like they don't have bobas in their mouth, but they're surprised, like instead of, because like you have to count your cartridges or whatever, but with bobas it's like you know if there's a boba in your mouth, but you're like and then we will go back in line and we wait in line to buy more bobas.
Yes. And then our secret weapon should be like strawberry filled gobies, because
That's
you
the
shoot
blood.
them, they'll explode.
Yeah, we just do like little like blood squib animations on us, like
So that's pretty much all I have to that idea. I just think it'd be really fun to do and film, and I think it'd be funny.
I think it'd be fun if we could turn it like it goes into action and then comedy and then back to action and then it goes to drama. Like you hit me in the face and you weren't supposed to. And like my blood, like the goby hits me in the forehead and blood is like running down, like strawberries running down. And I'm like laying on the floor and you're like, and then it turns into like it goes like back to like 16:9 resolution. And then we make everything look like a soap opera almost.
Yes.
So then it's like, yeah. And then the piano music in the background, like as I'm dying. And then you end up like getting your boba straw, like jamming it in my mouth and stay with me. Or like we work our way through all these genres.
Yes. And then at the very end, like you're just dying in my arms, and Sahara's like, Paul, okay, we really have to go. The movie's about to start. And you're like, okay, fine. And we just get up.
Yeah, sure thing. Like playtime's over type of thing. We just get up and like just lick the strawberry off my forehead and we walk home.
And that's it. So
I like that.
I want it. I kind of the S Troop Days Boba fight idea.
Yeah, it's like I like the idea of like ducking behind cover and having like shrapnel sounds or like bullets hitting metal sounds, like as the Bobas like miss or hit the bush instead of the person.
Yes,
that sort of stuff.
I want to do a Matrix Boba shot. You eat the boba as they're flying. It came from my mouth to the air to your mouth. Joke's on you. I got herpes.
Didn't know it was transferable.
Oh, wait, what?
It's in the name. Sexually transmitted. What?
I don't think I understand the concept there.
I like that. I think that's really solid.
And I think I'm going to save the rest of my ideas for our following.
Okay, great.
Cast.
I can wrap it up with my kind of.
Okay.
Oh, so this idea is actually somewhat developed. Like it is developed.
I don't believe you.
If this is the way we're going to go about it.
Okay.
But what I wanted to do was just leave you with the premise.
Okay.
And me and you can kind of bounce and see where it goes from your brain.
Okay. I like this.
And I'll try to not direct it in the way I ended up doing it.
Free-flowing thought process.
Yeah. So have you seen those? I guess it's on like TLC or whatever. They just have those crappy shows these days where they just focus on, oh, this guy hasn't, showered in 10 years or something. And
So it's
and
like
he gets
one of
his
those,
own
like, weird
daily
habits
episode.
things?
Yeah, it's like a freaky eaters.
Yeah.
Or this guy has a legitimate...
She's eaten diapers for the past 4 years.
Exactly,
That's a real one.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding you.
The guy who has a legitimate sexual relationship with his car. And that's a real one too. And it's just...
The tailpipe gets it good.
Yeah. And I was thinking... Or the cigarette lighter too.
I mean,
ouchie. That'd be pretty hot though.
Yeah.
So yeah, like think of the realms of that stupid reality television shit. And here's the idea, and it's just tonight we visit a man who claims he has not wiped his butt in 22 years.
Oh my god.
At his own discretion, we've blurred his face and altered his voice to protect his identity. And that's just like the show.
Oh my god.
So like you're this guy, and I want you to like kind of see like where this can go.
Oh Jesus. Okay. So
I mean, I guess you could pretend you're the guy sitting there and conducting the interview, and I could be the interviewee or something, and just see where it goes.
I kind of love the concept. So it goes through like a day in the life of his non-wiping agenda.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, what started you down this path? He was like, one day I was just on the toilet and there was no toilet paper there. And at first I was kind of sad about it, but then I thought about this. I broke down the equation. How much does a person actually spend on toilet paper in a given lifetime? And then and there, I had an epiphany. I'm done wiping.
How much time does that save you? Or how much money?
I mean...
Money and time, both, really.
I didn't actually do the math, but I'm sure it's a lot. Like, much more than it's worth doing. So, my thought process, what's the worst that can happen?
So would you recommend poopy butt to everybody?
You know, I don't think I could say it's for everyone, but it's definitely for me.
The poopy butt life is the life for me.
The poopy butt, Mr. Poopy Butthole life is the life for those who just have enough dedication to stick to the dedication of not wiping.
So are you ashamed of this? Why do you need your identity to be a secret? And then cue the lights like come up.
I want to protect those who surround me. I'm kind of like a superhero in my own right. I want to be the hidden face behind this movement. And I know there's some anonymous people out there, and I want them to feel as though they can be heard and be seen. Mm-hmm. So, you know what? We are going to light this up. I'm going to show my face to the world.
Here I am. And you're like, I mean, I agree that would be very important for your movement.
Yeah.
Your bowel movement.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we can start getting, I have 4 followers right now on my Twitter and Facebook page. I think with this happening, I could really grow that to possibly the double digits.
I could probably double that number.
Maybe even triple it.
And since you're bad at math, you're like, 5 would be amazing.
5 would be.
So you can't do the math. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where it would end. That was the hard thing I had was like trying to figure out where it ends.
All the interviewers just pass out from the smell.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, like, if we're on like a break or whatever, like he stands up, and then when he sits down, you just hear like the poopy like pants. Yeah, like as he sits down.
It's like in the shower. Do you wash it? No, that's part of my moral code. I just don't touch that area.
Yeah, like I'm not wiping my butt. Period. With anything at any point.
Did you just like not want it touched? And she's like, no, it's part of my moral code.
Why would I? It's like, why do you breathe air? To literally live. This is how I live.
This is how I couldn't live without this.
I chose this life, and this life chose me. Let me run you down.
I want to know how you were planning this to go.
Yeah, let me run you down my breakdown. Okay. So it starts off where he's a silhouette and his voice is distorted.
Okay.
And the interviewer goes, "Is it true you haven't wiped your butthole in what, 22 years now?" Yes. Oh, slow down. There's a lot to unpack here. How have you gone this long? Well, it's really simple, actually. I just haven't wiped. You know, it's the lack of action. It's actually easier than doing something. It's not doing something. It's a lot easier than the hassle of wiping every single time. It's a never-ending battle because you wipe. Sure, it's clean for what, an hour tops. Then you have to poop again, and then so I just decided to opt out of wiping. So I guess the next question everyone is wondering, like, actually, why though? Some people condition their hair. Some people air condition their house. Me, I've conditioned myself to never wipe. Yeah, but like, why though? Why does hot air rise? Why does iguanas like peanuts? Because of density, and they don't. Sir, are you mentally stable? Yes, in fact, I've never been more lucid in my life. That's why I invited you all here. I love how I'm slowly turning into Bane, like with this.
There's mashed potatoes in my pants. I'm Bane.
So you think wiping your butt is good? I was never wiped by... I fucking can't even kind of do it. Okay, so and then it goes, so that's why I'm just Bane now. That's why I've invited you all here. I wanted to come out, as it were. Can you turn the lights up? And then like the interviewer like looks around and he's like, yeah, this is a good interview. like let's bring the lights up. And it's just normal Evan face. Like there's, you know, it's just Evan. And I go, wow. Just wow. Evan's like, yep. You look totally normal. What did you expect? I mean, there's more to people than their underwear. It's their soul deep inside their heart, beneath their ego, under where it really counts. I threw an underwear joke there. And then like the interviewer's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I judged you. It's okay, Chris. Let me tell you a little story. When I was a kid, I was incredibly self-sustainable. I was very inquisitive about my surroundings. I questioned why to everything. My parents were poor. They couldn't afford baby wipes. So I learned to wipe with what I had. Single-ply dollar store paper. I was wiping my own butt by the age of 3. By the time I was 4, there was this crazy night I had, after Chipotle. I wiped. Oh, with a vengeance that night I wiped. I still remember it. But when I did, my soupy poopy, as I call it, drenched the paper. My 1-ply paper was soaked, and it just stuck to my hand, and it clung to it for dear life. Stayed there. And the interviewer is like crying at this point. He's just moved by this story. And like Evan's almost crying too, and he's like, I mustered up all my strength. I grabbed one more square. Tried to do the final wipe. I go in for it. My finger slipped through the paper. My finger damn near went up my butthole. I was traumatized. Why did this happen to me? Why did I deserve this? There is no God. How can I believe in a higher power? I am so sorry that happened to you. No one deserves such a thing. And from that day on, I swore I would never wipe again. Because God knows I'm not going to lay off that Chipotle. And God knows it's a never-ending battle to wipe butts clean. So, have you ever tried, like, 2-ply paper? What? Like thicker, like 2-ply paper? Like, it's pretty common. They make 2-ply paper? Yeah, it's pretty standard. Like, you can find it at Target, whatever. Is there any way we could stop this special from airing? Not a chance. Ah, shit.
Oh my God. Yes. This needs to be this needs to be on the world. This needs to be seen by people.
This was all like stream of consciousness. Like I never had like this was my outline. Like as I came to it, it just fucking ended up like this.
It just, it fell out right.
Yeah. It was just like a good fiber filled bowel movement. Just
you're kind of proud of it by the end.
Yeah.
It's like you birthed the baby.
So I really like that one. That one's also, that's like a 2-shot.
Yeah.
It's like we need the interview and we need the interviewer, interviewee.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a little montage of just around his house appearing to be normal because he, like, other than his butt problem, he's completely normal.
I like it. I really want to make this video now.
Soupy poopy, as I call it.
Under where
it really counts.